I was out of commission, but I'm back. Recovering from the flu, but I'm back. Thank goodness. Were you in Vegas, Penny?
No, I had an
Oh,
opportunity. Teresa offered me an opportunity to go, but
oh, you missed the
I had a prior
fantastic.
I had a prior commitment and just could not do it. But I'll be in Nashville if I have to
Yeah.
walk. I'm
Yes.
gonna be in Nashville. Hitch,
Walk,
ride my horse, I don't care.
swim.
I'll be there.
Yes. Oh wow, it was amazing. It was amazing.
That's what I hear.
Yes.
Terrence, I thought you weren't feeling good.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't make excuses. I don't feel good, but I am here. I could have been just laying in my bed, but this weather's just been kicking my ass since Vegas, man. Like I'm a summer baby anyway. I can't stand the winter. I need something. I am.
The, ol-
I
the older
cannot
you
stand
get,
it.
the older you get, the worse it gets too. Let me tell you.
But we don't get older, Penny. I don't believe in older. I believe in younger. I'm 43 years young. I'm not 43 years old. I'm 43 years young.
Well,
It's
I'll
like,
tell you what. You come talk to me when you're 62 and tell me how young you feel.
that's what I told my mom. I'd be like, Mom, you're 66 years young. Stop saying that you're old. It's all mental. Because when we all think about it, right, we all absorb, okay, we're old, yeah, we're getting older, shit, life is getting worse. Like, goddamn, hell yeah, life is gonna get worse. It's exactly what the universe is gonna bring. But if I'm like, you know what, I'm fired up, I'm excited, I'm 43 years young, nothing is stopping me, and you know what, I'm excited. There is no pain in my body, and even though you might have pain, but if you're constantly thinking, damn, I'm always hurting, and guess what, we're always gonna be hurting. I truly believe in that, and I think that, and it works. I mean, it shows. People be like, yo, 1 minute they're good, 1 minute they're bad, the next minute they reframe their mind and then they change their thoughts, and life just gets better. Life can only get better. It can't get worse. So that's why I be like, dude, I'm 43 years young. I am not old. I don't know what that word means. Like, old is like, leave that. I'll leave that to Noah and those guys.
Old is 62. When your body starts to fall apart, that's old.
No, I understand. I know
When
exactly
you
what you
can't
mean.
go out, when you can't go out any longer and party until 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning and then get up at 6 and go to work, that's old.
Oh yeah, I know. I know. No, I be feeling it. I mean, I still be acting like I'm 20 years old, and that's when I feel it. I go party and I got to go to work the next day, and I only got like 4 hours of sleep. It's like, wow, I'm getting
Yeah,
old.
the brain wants to, the body just won't cooperate.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So what is going on here? What is the deal? It seems like Katrina. What's we got here?
We got Chris Dakers in the house, right? Then we got Danielle. We got Eric, right? We got Penny, and then it's UT and me, man. And
Who's hosting the hangout? Who's hosting it? Hey, this is you.
Live
I
now, I believe.
No, but who could start the
Or-
broadcast?
who what? Who scheduled the broadcast?
No, who could
I did.
start it?
Yeah.
Yo, okay, okay. So you can go. You're the one who's gonna set it to go live. In other words.
We're already we've been recording.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. All right. All right. I didn't know. Oh, all right. So we're
Just six
live.
minutes ago. I don't know if I was supposed to record those conversations. I don't know what's, but I've been on like 3 minutes ago.
That was- hey, but you know what? It was great conversation though. It was nothing. There was nothing
Hey,
that was let out the bag.
hey,
Yeah. So I don't know. So go
but we're
ahead,
live
my
now,
brother.
right?
We're live now. So go
Um,
ahead. The floor is yours, Eric. The floor is yours.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited today because there was some technical difficulties we had. I'm just laughing right now, but we're finally on live now. You just don't let anything get in your way. Obstacles. And today I'm just excited, right? I have I'm re-energized. I've had my vision's been awakening as of lately, right? And what we have today, is very exciting. My name is Eric Ruiz. I'm live here in San Antonio, Texas, and I'm very excited because what we're gonna hear today is it's gonna be someone who had no network marketing experience, right? And you always hear the story people had struggled for the longest in network marketing or building a business online, and they finally found success. But this gentleman, was an MMA fighter, right? Worked at a cell phone company, and he had no previous network marketing experience, but he submitted to a system. He learned the fundamentals in marketing. He's really tapped into who he is as a person, right? And that's who we have on today. And I just want the actually everybody here on, just to share why they're excited, what they're expecting from this hangout, right? Um, let's start with Chris. I believe he's our youngest guy in this panel here. Just tell us why you're excited, and while we wait for Paul, who's going to be here on this hangout today. What are you expecting today, and why are you just 30 seconds, a minute.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me? Awesome, awesome. Yo, I believe this is our first hangout from back from Vegas, first live hangout, and it's awesome to be back. And Eric, it's great to see you stepping up and taking action as a leader. Danielle, what's up? What's up, John, Terrence? Hey, Penny. We're all here. Guys, get excited because we have a multiple six-figure earner hopping on this hangout in a few short minutes. And what would it be like for you to be in a position to get golden nuggets from someone like that? Sometimes we're surrounded by regular, everyday, average people, but now we're putting you in a position to hear the good stuff, and share the value. And I'm just excited. I believe we're all leaders here. Sometimes things can get crazy, but at the end of the day, we're all leaders. And why I'm excited? I'm excited to just catch up with my bro again. Me and Paul, we hung out in Vegas. It was crazy the amount of stories that we created. But I'm just ready to hear some more insight and I don't know. I feel like we're all leaders here, so there's no oh my gosh, it's Paul. It's just regular people connecting again and sharing value with each other. So I'm excited for everyone who's about to learn something and have their first breakthrough. Maybe this is your first time talking to a six-figure earner or someone who's crushing it in their business. Maybe you have a lot of questions to ask, but to me, I'm just excited to connect again and be here and just be a part of the team and make things happen because it's all about you, So anyway, I'm going to pass it back to you, Eric.
You're
Chris,
muted.
Bro, you're muted.
and we have Danielle on the line as well. If you can unmute yourself, this is the first time I'm meeting you, so I just want to hear just brief 30 seconds to a minute. Why are you excited, right? Just share your excitement. Why you're here, right? If you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Eric. Yes, hi.
Hi.
I think I'm on. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Hi, Eric. Yes, it's the first time I'm meeting you as well. I'm kind of a newbie here. Well, I am a newbie. I signed up early in December, and I'm excited because it was actually Paul Gardiner that I saw for my first time on a Hangout before I signed up with Empower Network. And I was watching the Tracy Walker Hangout, and all the stories and everything that I heard and I saw, and I just saw average people making extraordinary strides in their lives, and it was Paul that kept saying, if you want to make a change in your life, click the link below. He just kept prompting you to click the link below. And it was his story that resonated with me. And I was telling, it was funny because while I was in Vegas, I made my way to Vegas. I had to make my way to Vegas. I didn't care if I was new, I had to make my way to Vegas. And I'm so glad that I did. And when I got there, I kept telling my roommate, I said, yeah, it was this guy, he kept telling me to click the link below. That's why I did it. That's why I did it. And so she kept saying, well, who was it? I said, I don't know. I didn't know his name. But then I saw him. She was like, oh, that's Paul Gardiner. I said, oh, I didn't even know what his name was. And so I was happy that I was able to actually meet him in Vegas. I actually took a picture with him, and I told him that, he resonated a lot with me. And, I'm just happy to be on a hangout with him personally now. Before it was like, I was basically just listening in at the time. I clicked the link on Tracy Walker's page, and I came across him. But yeah, I think that he's, he represents a little bit of all of us. And I'm excited to be on the hangout, and I'm excited to learn more from him, and to learn more from each and every one of you, really. That's my story. And I'm blocked out because for personal reasons right now. But yeah, that's my story.
Good to have you on the hangout and share your excitement for today. And then we have someone who's no stranger on here. Again, share your excitement. And I will see you in Nashville. I'll be there in Nashville. My final words. I'm already there. And one thing I want to just before I plan on John, one thing I want to recommend, because this is what I begin to implement in my personal finances and anything moving forward. Look, what is it? T. Howard Becker talks in the Millionaire Mindset, and tends to be talks to them. I'm beginning to implement in my life, and I'm seeing a total difference within my finances, the way I treat money, right? And the way I'm actually things. It just go into depth, read about it, and it's gonna tell you how you're gonna have
Hey,
money
Eric,
to prepare yourself for.
Eric, excuse me, but Katrina just posted in that what is the correct code for Paul? He says he's there, but he doesn't see anybody. So please, can somebody send me the correct code?
Okay. Is it the link? Is it the link up top? Really?
Well, I think Chris sent her one.
Okay. All right. Let me send her one right now.
Yeah, guys, I think we're good. I actually sent her the link, so we can keep them going.
So actually, I'm just gonna speak up here and oh hey, whoa, check it out! Look who's visiting us.
What up, people?
What's going on here? I see.
What's going on, big Paul?
Hey, what's up, Terrence? Good to see you.
What's going on, buddy? Glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're here.
I like your hat, man.
Trying to be like you, superstar. You know how it is.
Unfortunately, I can't wear a hat because my hair. You already know, right?
Yeah, I know. You on that mission, man. That's a powerful mission right there.
Unfortunately, I can't cut it, so it is what it is. But thanks for having me on. What's up, Chris? What's up, Darce Choke? Hey, by the way, I'm gonna.
What did you
Oh,
see?
you
Said Darth choke? Early?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good choke, bro. You know. It might be your new nickname because you don't like it. Isn't that how like nicknames are given?
All right, cool. I'll take it. Whatever.
You never get
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, Eric, the floor is yours, Eric. You know what to do, Eric. The floor is yours, buddy.
All right. All right. So Paul's already joined us, and just over the last two people, just share your excitement here, and I'm gonna introduce your guest for today. I think we're with John, and I think did you say something already?
Let's go ahead and just take over, and we can start now that Paul's joined us and get things rocking.
All right then. So I have actually the pleasure of presenting. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You good, Eric? You good? You good, buddy?
I think you muted yourself out, bro. Unmute yourself, Eric.
All right, I'm unmuted now.
Yep, you're good.
Unmute now. Okay, so to the pleasure of introducing a gentleman who had no experience in the online industry or even in network marketing at all. And I've heard his story, and it humbles me with the gentleman with his experience. He's just followed the right mentors, the right system, and just be really coachable. And I have actually Paul Gardiner, who's a six-figure earner. He's been mentored by multiple six and seven-figure earners as well today. And the floor is yours, Paul.
Well, cool. I appreciate everybody being on here. This is a packed crowd, and I know I saw everybody, at least for the most of you guys, at the event. I know I saw Chris, Danielle. I think I saw John. I mean, it was a crazy week, you know. I know I probably did. The face seems familiar. Terrence, no doubt, he shows up to every event. Not sure if I met Pamela, probably. So if I did, I apologize. Man, I'm pumped up. I'm excited to be here. You know. Nice, yeah, you cut your hair. There we go. That's what it was. I didn't recognize you, John, for a moment. And then, cool. So I appreciate everybody being here. I don't know what time you're watching this. You might be watching a replay. You might be watching something in the future where you just landed on this video. And I want you to pay attention because there's a couple of things we're going to discuss. We're going to discuss a couple of things in regards to what we have going on within this community and this system. And then we're also going to discuss what does it really take to succeed for those that are on the panel and are watching in order for you to create the results that you want. And, you know, this is totally unplanned. I'm actually a little bit late, so I apologize about that. I'm on that CPT time, if you know what I'm saying, for those that know what that is. and you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So what I want to do right now, just real quick, I'm humbly grateful to be on here, but I do want to tell you a little bit about who I am, what I represent, and you know, maybe some golden nuggets and some value to help you guys make decisions and to help you start creating results. So you know, I got started in this system about 2 years ago, and it took me a long time to kind of figure it out because I came into the system, you know, just like a lot of you came into the system, you know, just from a job, from wanting to quit your job to wanting to do this from home, and no skills at all in business or marketing or whatever, right? So, you know, I came in brand new, just like a lot of you guys came in brand new with no experience. So I'm a testament of somebody that if you can just commit and make a decision to follow the formula and be obedient to all the commitments, no matter what, you're going to create results no matter what, right? So before I tell you exactly what does it take to really create results, I want to share with you a video that I actually didn't get to share on stage. I know some of you guys, you know, I talked about that when I first got on stage when I said, hey, I wanted to show you guys this video, but, you know, compliance or whatever was like, yeah, no, we can't really show that because that's just like way too crazy for people that, you know, don't believe in God or whatever. And if you don't believe in God, and that's okay too, but if you do believe in God, or you do believe in the universe, or you do believe in something bigger than yourself, then I think this video will be very profound for a lot of you who maybe are not experiencing the results you want, yet your belief in God is high, right? But you just need that confirmation that God maybe exists. Maybe you intellectually know that a God exists or that this power exists in the universe, but you need the evidence, right? And hopefully this video will share with you some physical, tangible, visual evidence of something that's powerful that you guys can apply in your life. And then I'll be showing you another video because, you know, Kim and I, for most of you guys that know me by now, we're the Super Saiyanpreneurs, and we're kind of weird, and we're just like, whatever, we're just going to be ourselves. So with your permission, I would like to show you that video that I was referring to on stage, and I think it's perfect timing to, you know, that go to church on Sundays. This is just the perfect time to show this video. So hold on, I'll just screen share in a moment. Tornado. All right, let me see if you guys can see my screen. All right. All right, so can you guys hear me okay? Can somebody unmute yourself and make sure that you guys can see this okay?
Yeah, we can see it. We can hear you. We're all good on this end.
All right, cool. So I'm only going to play like maybe a minute of this just so you guys can see, but I'm actually not sure what language they're speaking. All I know is like in the descriptions, they're commanding basically this tornado that's coming towards their village with the authority of Jesus Christ to basically leave the facility or leave their place. They're just basically praying the tornado away and driving it out. And it's just powerful to see what happens when you combine your emotions, your prayer, and your belief, and what is it that you're doing, because it can physically affect the matter that's around us. For those that study quantum physics, you already know that to be true. But for some of those who still don't really believe, just check this video out, and you might have a different opinion about that. So here we go.
Father, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, I rebuke in Jesus' name, I can send the spirit of death in Jesus' name. Spirit of death in Jesus' name. Spirit of death in Jesus' name. Jesus' name. Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Jesus' name.
All right. So before I add any more video, or before I show you the next video, what do you guys think about that?
Honestly, man, like that right there. When I was watching it right now, all that was going through my mind is the power of energy. Like when people come together and truly use that force. You know what I mean? Because I truly believe that, again, energy is an emotion. And that's why we all carry emotions, and it's where we carry that emotion. That right there was truly, yes, praying, but at the same time, it was the strength of all of those people using that, driving that energy towards that tornado that basically made it disappear, made it just, you know what I mean? So yeah, I that's what I got. I got the energy, man. Like the energy that was used there was truly powerful. Without Jesus, I mean, there wouldn't be any energy regardless. But we all come from that, and we are in His divine. So that was powerful right there, Paul. That was a powerful video.
Yeah, like I could relate with what you said, Terrence, with the energy and everybody coming together. It's almost like a mastermind of people praying and focus, tunnel vision focus towards one goal. Like they see the tornado right in front of them, and it's crazy because like just like Danielle said in the chat, she grew up in the church where people speak in tongues, and I can relate. That's why I'm here like smiling, like because it just takes me back to like when people are jumping up and down and going crazy. But I know the power of of faith. I think that's what it is faith. They have faith that
Yeah.
because they come together and they see the obstacle right in front of them, they can literally see it. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna be the victims here and be on like CNN and just be like, oh my gosh, because of this
Yeah.
tornado, look what happened to this town? Or are we gonna come together and be powerful as one and be a testament that God is real. I feel like God was probably looking at it like, I'm gonna test you guys. Like, let me see if you guys are gonna pray and show your fear in me for me to save you guys. So that was a powerful video. It's even funny because the lady had the iPad. She had the iPad in one hand, and okay, let me do some social proof real quick. But let me just pray to you. It was hilarious. But yeah.
I just wanted to say that what I noticed about that was, besides everything that you guys just mentioned, it was actually like a creation, like a snowball effect of energy that was just growing and getting larger and getting more powerful. And that was because of the unity in the group and because of the belief that it wasn't what they were saying, it was they were saying what they were feeling. You know, the words that were coming out of their mouth weren't words so much as the feeling of those words, if that makes any sense. That's what I got from it.
Hell yeah. Anybody else want to share?
Yeah.
I mean,
I want to share.
Energy. A
They
ton.
you hear me?
go ahead. Let's go with Pamela and then Eric.
Hey, Paul, you can call me Penny. Energy, I got nothing but energy from that. Energy from a higher source, energy within all of those people, and the opposing energy that was going to damage them. An amazing video to watch. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, yeah. And Eric.
Yeah, they were operating in the supernatural. They were operating. Because they were speaking in tongues, and a lot of times, a lot of us don't operate in that level. They were operating in the supernatural because it's the and that was it. Just the supernatural is more powerful than the natural, and that's what the force. That's what was happening over there. God moving, right? And I believe we've got to be able to operate in the supernatural and fight the supernatural. That's powerful.
Yep, I agree. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I have a lot of background noise with my kids, but yeah, that to me that video was powerful. I grew up in a church where people were speaking in tongues, and it's the power of faith. It's the power of just being united with a group. I don't know, in the Bible it says where two or three are gathered together, there I am in the midst. So if you have a group mentality and you are all on the same accord, fighting for the same purpose, it's like what Eric said, the opposing force has no choice but to back off. So yeah, it was powerful. It was a very powerful, yeah, and the energy was serious. It was two opposing energies there. It was great.
Yeah, and for those that are skeptical, I mean, just if you're skeptical, go study quantum physics, and you'll never question this shit again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already game over at that point. So now, since the evidence is there, the question is, why aren't we creating the results since we know what we just saw to be true, right? Why aren't we applying the force that is in all of us that is trying to work through us, but our ego gets in the way, right? I'm going to show you a clip where I believe the amount of receivingness, your openness to receive information, and your openness to receive, the good that you want in your life has got to do with your humility, right? Has got to do with your humility. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the story of Moses, and we're all in a similar story because a lot of you guys are entrepreneurs, and the people at home watching this want to create success. And a lot of you don't feel like you deserve the success. I know personally, I struggled with self-sabotage because I felt like, the life that I'm currently living now is too good to be true for me. And I'm like, no, this is too good to be true. There has to be something that is going to go wrong. You know what I mean? Bringing you back to that story of Moses, if you guys are familiar, when Moses was in the desert and he went to the burning bush and God came to him and God gave him a vision and a plan to free the slaves. But Moses, somebody who could barely even speak, didn't even feel worthy of that mission, right? And because he didn't feel worthy of that mission, because he was self-sabotaging his success, he was the perfect vehicle with nothing blocking out God, right? He wasn't blocking out God with his ego, so God was able to work through him and empower him into a mission and a vision that was God sent to act on, regardless of the circumstances, right? regardless of the circumstances. And that's what I'm going to encourage you, if you're watching this, while you're on your journey to entrepreneurship, is to stay humble, because one of the things that happens is that you start getting a little bit cocky with your information, because for the first time ever, you feel like you know more than somebody, right? And the truth is that the only reason why a lot of people don't create the results is because their willingness to be flexible is not there, right? A lot of us are very rigid with our thinking, which is why I'm going to totally break your state, and we're going to watch some Dragon Ball Z here for a second, because I only got like 25 minutes. I'm just like, whatever, we're going to do, because people are like, what's the secret? And then truthfully, I'm a little bit weird, if you ask like Vic Streethouse what's the secret, he might not pull up a Dragon Ball Z video, you know what I mean? But I'm not Vic Streethouse. I'm Paul Gardiner, so I'm going to pull up a Dragon Ball Z video, and I'm going to show you a definition of your
Dragon Ball Z. Is that who Duran used to listen to? Dragon Ball Z.
We hear you, Danielle. We hear you, Danielle.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was muted. No? Oh, gosh. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
My son loves Dragon Ball Z. I was telling my daughter, I'm about to watch a Dragon Ball Z. I'm sorry.
You're about to start watching it with your kids. You know what I'm saying?
I know, I'm sorry. I thought I was muted. I don't know. It's not muting properly.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we got you, Paul.
Okay, cool. So, the reason why I watch this show for my personal development, to be honest with you, I'm dead serious. I watch it every day. Not just because it's like a cartoon, but it's like the meaning behind it. And this is one of the scenes of one of the characters, one of the main characters. His name is Vegeta, and he's fighting an evil villain. And let's just say the evil villain is the system that's suppressing you and it's taking your power away, right? Let's just say that evil villain is your job, or let's just say that you're fighting for your freedom, and the level of intensity and the level of energy that you have to have in your business, that you have to put towards your business, it's just paramount and parallel to what Vegeta is about to do in this cartoon show when he summons all of his energy to take out the evil villain. And I feel like in order for you to break through to the next level, you have to be willing to give it everything you got, just like Vegeta is going to give it everything he's got into this blast. So with your permission, again, I want you guys to be open to the energy, and I want you to look at this clip with the feeling of power, that power is surging through you, and with your actions, that power will work with you to accomplish the goals that you want, as you have intention, as you have power, as you have confidence towards your business, regardless of the circumstances, because circumstances are not real, right? So be open to the power, be humble. If you want to go to the next level, take on this energy and take the power, so you're powered over the next 90 days to get on stage. For some of you that want to get on stage, finally for the first time ever, this is it. This is it. So here you go, and enjoy it, and we'll get your feedback after.
Say it for you. Now, if you really want to test your strength, stay right where you are. So that's what he's doing. He's trying to provoke Cell into challenging his attack. Okay, that's one explanation. How about this one? Vegeta's lost his mind and he's gonna fry us all! You're going to destroy the whole planet, Father! You've got to stop it! Rocks, let's go! Final Flash! What's this?
I love it. All right, awesome. So, I can't wait to see everybody's reactions. Awesome. Okay, so I hope a lot of y'all saw that, because I hear in the comments that you didn't. Hopefully y'all did, but that's radical, isn't it?
I saw it, man. That was I wanted to say a couple things real quick about that. Like at first, I didn't really see the energy growing, but then all of a sudden it was like exponential, and it was just like an extension of himself. It wasn't even that he was creating it; it was an extension of himself, you know. So it was like really weird that the energy was so I guess the only way that I can kind of describe it is that he was being pulled. It was easier to be pulled towards giving that energy out than having to force that energy upon people, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, for sure. No, that makes perfect sense, bro. I like the way you put that, man, because it's almost like he knew his level of power, and he just matched his mind to what he already knew, and then therefore it happened. Kind of like, you know, when you want success, you got to see yourself already there and stay and stick with the end in mind, right? Like straight up. You want to know how many times I say I'm a $100,000 a month earner? At least like 20 times a day. Just out of nowhere, I'll be like, I'm a $100,000 a month earner. See, the subconscious isn't going to believe you unless you actually yell at it. Some people are like, well, I don't want to wake my neighbors. I'm like, okay, stay broke. Fine by me. You know what I mean? Some people are like, oh, well, I don't want to do that affirmation loud stuff because it doesn't work. Okay, well, I'm just doing what $1 million per month earner is doing. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Holton Bugs, and if you haven't watched that, his little network marketing recruiting tip video, like the best mindset video that I've ever seen. That dude goes crazy with his affirmations. You know what I mean? I don't know who here has actually watched that. Because I think applying these mental principles will definitely help people make more powerful decisions and act more powerfully in your business. Because sometimes, you know, what was the purpose of the Las Vegas event? Really? I mean, what was Dave's main purpose? Is to change the energy that everybody's running their business with, right? Some people are operating at such a human level that the human level just doesn't work at all. Sometimes you got to go Super Saiyan. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to go a little bit crazy. You actually think that you can be normal and succeed in this thing? Hell no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have got to be an insane person to make this work, right? But the truth is that you got to be inspired by that. So if you're inspired by that, right, and then you let the energy take over, it's kind of like it takes on a life of its own. You don't even have to do anything. It's like unconscious competence. Like you're so humble and your heart is open and you also know the truth. All of a sudden, that universal energy, which is real, son, it's real, it'll start flowing through you and it'll give you the power now. Just how some of you guys all of a sudden got the power. It's like your hands are trembling, your hands might be a little bit sweaty, you're feeling the feelings of the power. You know what I mean?
Right. Can I,
You
can
know
I
what I
tell,
mean? And if
can I
you
tell
can
you
think
my?
like this, because some of you are way too passive in your business, and what Les Brown says, if you're casual about your business, you're going to end up being a casualty. I'm inspired like crazy because this is why, right? All right, so look, not only did Kim and I speak our world into existence day in and day out, and not only do we, how many of you guys actually read your goals daily out loud, twice a day at least, no matter what? If you're not, I would definitely start because, I mean, I could go on a huge tangent right now. I mean, I don't want to take over. I mean, you know, I'm just kind of going, you know. Let me humble myself back down because, you know, the truth is that I'm only here to learn, and I learn by also teaching you guys concepts that I know that I have to do more because that's what took us here. You know what I mean? Like, once you have the belief that you can do this, that's what it really comes down to. You know what I mean? Everything that you do is going to come down to what you believe about yourself. You know what I mean? So, you know, I mean, anybody else want to comment on that, or anybody else want to share? I mean,
Yeah, I'll comment.
You know.
Oh, if Kim's there, tell her I said what's up. You know.
Yeah, hey, Kim, Chris Darshchoke says what's up. Chris the Artichoke Darshchoke.
She says she's not talking to me until I get on those leaderboards again.
Hey, man, that's a good deal.
But all right, let me tell you my take on this. First and foremost, you know, it's funny that you spoke about Moses because when Vegeta was getting into Super Saiyan mode, I saw the water kind of parting, like just like Moses. So I'm like, okay, there's like a connection there.
Totally.
But I picked up a lot in that video, guys. Like, I looked at the process for him to go from regular Vegeta to Super Saiyan Vegeta. It didn't happen in a split second. It wasn't like he could just shift it in his mind and it's there. It took him some time to get that. It took some gradual effort and you know, time to get that power within himself. Like, and it was like a gradual thing. He kept building more energy. Then you see the forces start to slowly shift. You know, like the tide was rising, and it affected the mountains, and then it was, everything took time. It didn't just happen like that. Like, sometimes we want our success to happen overnight, and it's not gonna happen overnight. It's the it's like that bamboo tree analogy, how it's not going to grow instantaneously. It takes a couple years to grow, but you have to keep watering the seeds, and then it grows to 90 feet, right? So that's another thing that I took back from it. And also, when Vegeta is going into Super Saiyan mode, even his family is like, stop. You know, you're going to stop. You're going to kill the Earth. Like, you know, what is he doing? Stop. Don't do it. Just like how our friends and family are going to tell us, stop going into Super Saiyan mode. Stop believing in your dreams. Stop, you know, going to the next level, the next phase of what's the word? The next phase of consciousness, in a sense. It's like, don't go into Super Saiyan mode because you're just going to be too powerful, and that's just going to shift everything. And that's kind of like the forces of evil, right? The forces of evil working, even in our own circles. But then when we look at the enemies now, he's just standing there. He's just waiting for Vegeta to back down, in a sense. He's smiling, he's staring right at him like he's not going to do anything. But Vegeta stays consistent. He stays focused, and he just knows that he's going to dominate, even though his enemy is right, you know, below him, right in front of him. So it's very congruent with what we're doing here. I see, you know, it is Dragon Ball Z, but it's so funny how you can look at this, Paul, and still connect it to. There's so many ways we can connect what we do to life, but it really is powerful. Like, once you go Super Saiyan, it takes time. It takes a lot of personal development. You know, I believe that's what the Super Saiyan comes from. It comes from developing yourself, and that takes time. But once you remain consistent with it, it just blows up within. You know, it just ignites that fire within us. You know, so, you know, that's what I took back from it. So, I'm ready to go Super Saiyan. I'm ready to really step into that power and just. I want people to tell me I can't do it. I want people to say that I'm becoming too powerful. Stop. Because that's how I know I'm going to be on the right track.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. See, people don't want to talk about this kind of stuff, though, right? They're not taking notes on this, but they're going to go and be like, hey, what's the Facebook PPC strategy? I thought this was marketing. I thought this was a company. What are you guys over here talking about some Dragon Ball frickin' Z, acting like you're in high school? You know what I'm saying? You're going to have those people that are going to tell you that. That's okay. Another reason why you should watch it is because Albert Einstein said imagination is everything, and I believe that. So like if you keep your consciousness like in a kid-like state, like you just have fun with everything that you're doing, it activates the simplicity consciousness, and then all of a sudden you realize you're the most powerful being on earth, Super Saiyan God mode up in here, and you can just get shit done regardless of the circumstances because you're powerful. You know what I mean? And people are going to be like, well, that's cocky. Okay, well, while you think it's cocky, you can continue having zero energy. I'm gonna go Super Saiyan. You know what I mean? Kind of like Rhonda. Like Rhonda Swan, if you guys haven't noticed, like she gets like 3 hours of sleep, meaning her energy level is so high that she just gets everything that she needs to get done. The problem is not so much like the strategy, it's really just completing what we got to complete. What does excellence mean? It means a commitment to completion, right? You got to have a goal every single day to do something daily, but if you don't have the power or the energy to do it, you're never going to do it. So the only way that you can activate the energy that's available around you, who here has ever studied like Nikola Tesla's work or know anything about Nikola Tesla? I know a couple of you, right?
Is that the guy with the Tesla cars?
Yeah, that guy, but the guy that, yes, that guy with the Tesla cars. Right, which by the way is actually what I plan on purchasing in the next 90 days, and so just to kind of throw that one out there into the universe as it boomerangs back as I take action and do what it takes to get that car, but what did he do? Right, he harnessed the universal energy that used to be called space. So the space between Chris and I used to be called empty space. Now everybody knows that there's actually energy there that's available, that's constantly transferring back and forth, right? A la the tornado video that we saw in the beginning, a proof of that. So Nikola Tesla was able to harness this energy, and he was able to transmute it into more energy without combustion. So what he did was he created a way to use energy for free that can actually end all hunger on the planet. If energy was readily available for everyone, which it is, there's free energy technology that the government, for some weird reason, is banning for people to have access to, right? Why? Power, right? Greed, devil, right? So there's this energy that's already been proven that exists, and even though the government is suppressing the technology, you know what they can't suppress? They can't suppress the people that know that. And they can't suppress the people that understand that and operate their business from that knowing of something bigger, allowing the energy to just take over and just do it for you. You ain't got to do nothing. You know what I mean? You just let go and let God. Be yourself, right? There's this quote by Bob Proctor. It says, if I want to be free, I got to be me. And until you're 110% authentic self, it's like that energy is never going to go and flow through you. You know what I mean? Too many times our masks have come up in the air and we pretend to be somebody else that we're not. I don't care that I'm willing to sit here and tell you right now that I suffered with a shit ton of insecurities before I joined this business. I'm not going to be fake about it. You know what I mean? And it's because I suffered so many insecurities and so many confidence issues is the reason why I'm confident now, because all of that was just an illusion and a story that I bought because somebody else told me that that's who I was, and it's just simply not the case, because what I am is not anybody's definition, right? There is no label, because we are all made in the image of God. We are all energy. We are all consciousness. Nobody's better than everyone else. So it's just like it is what it is. So I'm just going to go with that truth and keep that and live that every moment of my life. And if you express that through your business, which your actions, your results will reflect that knowing. You have to get to that knowing. Until you know, or until you have that conscious connection with what you know consistently, success is going to evade you. You just got to say, that's it, period. I'm going to make it happen, and then just do it. And then be accountable to yourself daily. You know what I mean? Nobody else but yourself. Say, fuck me, I'm going to do better than what I did yesterday. Just focus on beating yourself. Don't pay attention to anybody else. Follow the leaders, right? But don't pay attention to what anybody else is doing. You stay off Facebook and get to work, and you know what you need to get done. You know what I mean? Like, the system's already here. The 8 core commitments, 2 sales a day, generate leads, and get a budget for marketing. And then just plug into the social culture here and just stay clear. Let it happen. Why do you think we were able to to win the contest and win a trip to Costa Rica, and then also the company's coming to our hometown, not just because they're coming to Nashville, but they're coming to Nashville to help us break through more in our business. Because that's what happens when you make a decision. You decide to be on the leaderboards. You decide to be the one that's going to be on the stage in April. You decide, because you need credibility to sell these products. And if you don't have the authority or the expertise or the trust, guess what? No one's ever going to buy from you. So you got to lead by example, and you have to be the one to be a leader for you, and that way people will follow you. Like, here's one last tip, because I got to go, because if I don't, I'll rant and rave for probably another hour. We have a team vision, right? And I actually picked this up from one of our buddies from Germany. His name is AK Jr., and he had a vision for $1 million for his team his first year, and he was actually able to accomplish that because right from the get-go he said, that's it, period. We're going to put $1 million into this business as a team. And then he manifested it because he had a vision, and it was big enough for people to follow it. Right? We're like, okay, that's smart, and obviously without a vision, people perish. So we were like, whatever, we're going to set a $2 million vision for our team and donate $200,000 to charity by the end of the year, as we all agree on what charity we're going to give it back to. You know what? It starts with making a decision to do that. It starts with doing something bigger. Like, why is it that you're really here? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you just want to make $10,000 a month just so you can travel, or do you want to make like $100,000 a month or $50,000 a month so you can give back to help the world that needs us? You know what I mean? So, that's all I got. Hopefully, that gave you guys some kind of value, or at least entertained you.
Dude,
if I did anything at all, I'm happy with that. So.
Dude, all I gotta say, Paul, is I greatly appreciate you, man. And since day one, since you first landed aboard, and dude, your wisdom is always inspired me, and your growth is shown proof of that. And you know what? One thing that you definitely made me realize that, you know what, I need to speak it more into existence. If I really, because I understand the universe, I understand the energy. I read books, I'm into that type of stuff. You know what I mean? But except I have not fully been open enough to it. And I think basically, not I think, but I know that you basically helped me open the door even wider, and I just want to commend you for that and thank you for that, and even thank you for being on this Teamless Hangout, man, and sharing your value, your wealth, and your wisdom with us, man. Truly appreciate you, boo, my brother.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. So you guys know that I'm not bullshitting you. If anybody tries to tell you that what you're talking about is bullcrap, they'll be like, okay, bro, just watch this tornado video, then talk to me. And then, if you still think it's bullcrap, go study quantum physics for about a month, and then we'll talk. Until you've done those two, don't talk to me about what I'm doing.
Boom. That's the truth.
So, yeah.
That's awesome, Paul. I want to just say thank you. It was awesome meeting you and Kim, even though it was briefly up in Vegas, man. I hope we get a chance to kind of hang out in Nash for a little bit, man, because I love everything that you're saying. I love how you're saying it.
Oh no, he's gonna take us on a tour. He's from Nashville, so he's got to take us on a tour.
Right. I'm sure there's a couple of places out there, but man, it was just really awesome listening to you right now. I got a lot of notes, man, and a lot of things that you've opened my eyes to that I thought I kind of already not already knew, but I thought we all go a little bit out of the direction of where we want to go, and we all need each other to kind of like keep each other in line towards that goal and vision. And a lot of things that you've said today have really kind of just made things even more clear than they were. And I know you don't know my entire story, but my vision is completely clear. So I just want to, again, thank you very much for your time. I very much appreciate it, man, and you rock, brother.
Thank you, man.
Can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear you, Eric.
Yeah, we
Okay,
can
yes.
hear you. And by the way, the only reason why I haven't left is because something I'm working on is being open to receiving compliments. So I'm just going to kind of receive all this because it feels good too. So it's a selfish reason. So I appreciate that.
And it's actually very curious that you said that, because I remember telling you you're such a giver. You've got to learn how to give. I remember it was in Charlotte, because you're always giving people. You're always giving. I tell you, you got to learn how to receive. And I thank you for your wisdom. And you definitely spoke to me. And it's definitely true. I had been operating in a very passive way. And I thank you for sharing this and being you, sharing the message. I'm just, and I will see you in Nashville.
My man.
Hey, Paul, Penny here. Haven't had the pleasure of meeting you. Will in Nashville, I am sure, because I'm going to get there. Young man, I'm impressed. There's not a whole lot that the younger population in this day and age really impresses me anymore. In fact, it greatly disappoints me sometimes. And listening to some of what you said and some of the examples that you laid out, man, you are golden. And from an old lady, I really, really appreciate what you've had to say. And God, man, I'd like to really listen to you a lot longer. It's too bad you've got to go.
Hey, you know what's crazy about that, about you saying that is, you said you're golden, right? And we're all kind of like, I'll give you an example, like I don't know if you guys have seen the Buddha statue, or the clay Buddha, or the story about the clay Buddha. But once you peel off all the clay off of the Buddha, what do you see? Gold, right? And the only reason why you're even recognizing me for having all this, I guess like talent or whatever, or this gold, is because if you didn't have that talent and gold within you, you wouldn't be able to identify it within me.
That was powerful.
She just had a breakthrough.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
It's the truth.
Yeah, it just, it's time to start telling the truth up in this,
Awesome. Well, I guess I'll compliment you, Paul. Yeah, yesterday I was actually doing some meditation for the first time, and I was listening to Bob Proctor, and one thing that he said was everything in the universe is connected to me, and I'm connected to everything in the universe, right? So, just being here on the panel again, it's awesome to be connected with you again, but it's like, man, I don't really know how to explain it. I just feel like like how you said, we're all golden. We all have that power within us, and it's like there's no secret. There's no magic sauce. There's magic sauce. We all have the magic within us, but it's like, it's more for confirmation, if that makes any sense. Like, I remember the first time I met you, we were waiting online to go into the event in Chicago, and you were talking to you were in your kung fu suit. It was a blue suit, and you were talking to Dwayne Pyle, right? You were talking to Dwayne Pyle. Lisa Torres was there, and that was like my second event, and it just proves your consistency, your loyalty to the system, to the community, to the vision, and it's like we're all we're all in this together, but some people are in it for the wrong reasons. But it just proves that when you're focused on your vision, when you're focused on the core of what we do, you will succeed no matter what, you know? And it's like, yo, it's just so awesome that you can be a multiple six-figure earner. You could be one of the leadership in the company and be so chill. Like, that's what I love. That's what I respect. It's like, you know, you're not just someone who's just pulling up in a Ferrari and you know, sipping champagne with your pinky out saying, you know, I'm way better than everybody. You're so chill, dude. And that's what I deem success. That's what I look as a successful person. It's your birthright to be successful, and you own it. It's not like it's a $1 million ring on your hand that you're flashing like, oh my gosh, I'm a millionaire now. It's like, damn right you're a millionaire. Damn right we're millionaires. It's just like that. This is just how it should be. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. I just feel like this is what it should be, and you lead by example, dude. You make it known that we all have the power. You know, we all have what it takes, and you make it so simple. It's just, I don't know, dude. It's just like, I look at you as a six-figure earner, obviously, but it's not the six figures. It's the growth, dude. It's the just like how Kim says it, the mental gymnastics. I swear, it's crazy. It's the mental gymnastics that you've mastered, and the
It's the
success is
Dragon
just
Ball.
a result, right? Like, it's just a result of that. Like, you know, I'm actually going to a Millionaire Mind Intensive in March. You know, me and John are going out there. First time in California, first time stretching myself, going to an event that's way outside of Empower, right? And one thing that damn, what's his name? Think. T.R. Ecker, there we go. He says that there's a blueprint for success. There's the spiritual, emotional, spiritual realm, emotional realm, the physical realm, and there's another one. But you need to own 3 of them and master all 3 for you to have any type of physical result. So basically what I'm trying to say is that you're just like a pure example of what happens when you take ownership of all 3, right? You own the spiritual breakthroughs, the emotional breakthroughs, the mental, that was the other one, the mental breakthroughs.
Yep.
And when you lead by example, have your feet on solid ground with your head in the clouds, not phased by material things or the ego, damn, it's awesome. Like, I love it. So I will see you in Nashville, dude. I will freaking oh my gosh, I'm gonna pass it back to you, man.
You're the man, Chris.
Thank you. Hey, by the way, when you go to the Millionaire Mindset Intensive, they're going to be like, you have to receive all the good that you want, and you have to be so open to it that you have to be willing to, you know, embrace it. If you have any blocks, if you're like, well, you know, yeah, you're definitely not going to succeed this year. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, damn. I mean, I'm willing to stay on as long as I continue stealing your energy like I'm an android or something. Y'all are doing me a favor. It's like I'll take it all. You know. I'm just kidding. But
yeah, man, it's cool. Anyway, I got stuff to
Wait,
do.
I just want to say something real quick. You just said, you know, taking energy right there. I mean, that's what we're doing right now, is that we're creating more energy from within. So, I mean, even though we're BSing right now and, you know, we're making jokes about stealing energy, we're not stealing energy because we're exponentially multiplying the energy. We're giving energy. I mean, it's synergy at its finest right here. You know what I mean? It's excuse me, not synergy. You know, 2 + 2 is 50, man. It's just you know, what is the word for the whole of the parts is greater than the sum of the parts is greater than the whole? Synergism, right?
right.
So anyway, we're building up the energy, and we're giving each other more energy. So the more we banter back and forth like this, the better it is for us as a team. Like you said, unity, a group. You know what I mean? And as you build up that energy, you're only going to be able to move forward, man. So this is real stuff, man. It's powerful.
Hell yeah. And I also see you crushing it on the internet too, bro. So yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, my vision is clear. I appreciate that very much, man. And you're definitely going to see me on stage. I'm telling you that right now. And I just hope that I can be humble and continue to just do what I'm doing and grow. Like, you know, I see everybody growing that I'm following and watching, and yourself and Kim and all the leaders. And I really, really, truly appreciate everything. So, awesome.
Sir, yes, sir, indeed. And you know what? You're gonna be seeing Team Blitz over there with a pack of 100 people deep, and I'm bringing 25 with me to Nashville. I know John's taking 25. I know Chris. I know Chris has a number there, so I know Penny has a number. We all got a number. We're gonna be down there deep, Paul. So we're gonna grab you again, and we're gonna mastermind in Nashville also, my brother.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. So if you haven't realized by now that you're already compelled to make a decision to buy the platform that we're selling, go ahead and click the button below as a quick call to action, because whether you decide to buy or not, it doesn't matter, because we're going to do it like our good buddy AK Jr. always says, with you or without you. And that's just the truth. And I'm not just saying it just to say it, because a lot of people are like, well, I'll just say it because it sounds hypey. I'm dead serious. Like, I'm 10 minutes away from this event, you know what I mean? Like, people say, oh, 300 people, that's cocky. Well, I might as well believe much bigger much sooner now and do whatever the hell it takes. That I do know is what I'm going into. I don't know how the hell I'm going to do it, kinda, you know, but I just put it out there, and then whatever strategies come my way, I just say yes, and then just let it happen, you know. So you know, I'll tell you this right now. I'll tell you this right now, a little secret. I will at least invest like $15,000 into advertising, you know, to make something pretty big happen. So, you know, for those that want to create bigger results, all you got to do, some of you are already mentally there. Like, you've been doing personal development for like 20 years, but the results aren't there. All you need oftentimes is just a budget. Once you have the budget, game over, you know? So, like, maybe you're like, well, you know, I want to do like $100, $200 a month, right, into marketing, and then you say, well, that's not good enough, because, you know, if you want to be a 6- and 7-figure earner, look at their budgets, ask them how much are they spending every month, and then if you can't, you know, you got to be willing to get your budget up, is all I'm trying to say. I said this, and the Dream Team.
Come on.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like, so many people are like, man, I can't get results, I can't get results. And it's like, well, what's your marketing budget? Oh, I don't really have one. Or, oh, it's like $300 a month. I'm like, well, no wonder. You know what I mean? Because here's the deal, right? Once you make that first 10,000 or that first 20,000, life becomes a lot easier, because you get the credibility. Then you take 30% of it and reinvest it back into advertising, and then you're pretty much golden, because then you'll get on stage, you'll get the credibility that you need, and then you'll just like succeed. You know what I mean?
Right. And by the way, they teach all this in the products, right? Let's just throw that out there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it they teach. I mean, all the principles and concepts they teach in the product. So if you don't have them, you need to buy them all so you can understand, you know, why this whole process works and why it's worth it. Why it's worth it to go all in. Why it's worth it to get on stage like John Curtis is getting on stage. Because like the moment that he said it, it already happened. So now it's just about taking the right actions to get there. So, you know, some of the right actions, you just got to step it up a notch, trust in the business. You'll learn more if you take action and fail forward. And that's, you know, I mean, that's really all I got. I mean, I would love to stay on here and chat, but I got so much crap to do right now. Crap that I love. It's actually pretty fun for me. All right, thank you guys for having me on. I'll talk to you guys soon.
No doubt. See you later, bro.
Well, guys, there you have it, guys. That was massive. Eric, man, you are the man on the floor. What are your thoughts, Eric?